gonna like it.
What the what? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Brenda. How you doing? All right. Hello, Michael. How you doing? How you doing? You guys be sure to share this out. Let everybody know that I'm on. Well, that's what I'm trying to do anyway. Trying to figure out how to do this.
She's gonna stay.
Oh, quit. Still ain't figured this stuff out. I've been working all day, but got to get this figured out so I can share it. Let everybody know that we're on for Wednesday Whatnot. There we go. Wednesday Whatnots. Share to Facebook. Yeah, just share this thing. The one where I was calling in the horses, Brenda. I hope you liked it. Hope you liked it. That was a good one. That's how I call in my horses all the time, no matter what. YouTube now. But yeah, that is how I call my horses in all the time, no matter what. Hey, Jimmy Collins, how are you? Jimmy, you're going to have a package headed your way. Probably, is post office open on Saturdays? If I can get in there Saturday, it's going to be coming to you. If not, it'll be Monday morning. It will be headed your way. So you guys let everybody know that we are up now. We're going and we're doing good. Since I cannot go live on Facebook at all in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I've been working all day, and I was on the JJ's show today, and he asked me a question. And the question was, did I watch the hearings? No, I didn't watch the hearings because I don't have TV. And I've been working all day and trying to get things done for the sale so I go to work the sale barn tomorrow. So no, I didn't watch it, but I listened to part of it on the radio in the truck when I was listening to Rush and then Sean Hannity. I listened to all that stuff. So, yeah. Okay, thanks. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Oh, I imagine. All it is just a bunch of crap, just like you saying. And that's all it is, crap. Especially since I had this woman up there. But, I'll get to that here in a bit. And I don't even remember her damn name. That's the funny part about it is. Because my mind's everywhere else and I don't remember who that goony girl is. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to get some people in here. Hey, Sean Bowden. But yeah, we're starting to get some people in here, so it's time to kick off another version of the Patriarch Rancher Show with your host, Mr. Brutally Honest. So we didn't do this the last time, so we better do it this time because I was having a brain fart. And I can't do that. Cannot have a brain fart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Liberty and justice for all. Okay? So they wanted to talk about Barr's report on the Mueller investigation again today. I don't think they can get enough of it. I really don't. They want him to say that he was doing something wrong, that he did something wrong. They want him to say, Pharaoh, how can you share this? somebody's going to have to help you out, Faye. Somebody let Faye know how she can share this. But basically, what it boils down to is this: liberty and justice for all. They're wanting the Attorney General to say that when he read the Mueller report, he only highlighted certain things in order to make President Trump look good. Well, that's not what they're wanting him to say. They're saying that's what he did. What they're wanting him to say is that, yes, there was collusion with Russia when there wasn't. There wasn't no collusion at all in any way, shape, or form. I don't give a rat's butt how you look at it or what you think about it. And, you know, the funny part about it is it's a quagmire. It really is a quagmire, ladies and gentlemen. Now think about this. Who's the leading people in this committee? Who amongst these people are the ones that's trying to get the Attorney General, after he took an oath, to lie on that oath? Is it the Republicans? Is it the Democrats? Y'all tell me. Look at what they're saying. Look at how they're saying it. Look at the way they're saying it. And it's pretty obvious that they're about this ass backwards. They're trying to convince us that every lie they tell us is the brutal honesty truth. And it's not. You know, that's all there is to it. You know, when you start looking at this, it's not only an oxymoron, it is a quagmire. Because these people are on the federal end, representatives of your states. And being the federal representative in your states, they are trying to convince you that everything they say is the gospel. And they can't do that because it's a lie. It's wrong. No matter what. Nothing is right about it at all in any way, shape, or form. There is nothing concrete in what they're saying at all. Now, take, for example, this. All right. Take, for example, we have a lady up there. I can't even remember her name now. What she's real famous for is when she said men need to do one thing. Men need to sit down and shut up. Okay. All right. Well, I was listening to her today throw out her little language and ask stuff on Rush. And Rush said, right, it's the right deal. So I'm kind of like, this lady, I'm listening to what she's saying. And the more I listen to her, she's wanting to build this Pandora's box, if you would say. And in this Pandora's box, she's trying to fit in all of the lies that apparently the main man himself, Mr. Barr, has done. But at the same time, it makes you wonder, who's putting the lies in there? Is the Attorney General or is the people on that committee? You know, I really have to laugh. I really do. Because there is not one individual running for president right now that can beat Donald J. Trump. And no, Joe Biden can't either. Big Mouth Joe, Mr. Gropey Hands, he couldn't even win an ass kicking contest if he was standing there in the room and going against a one-legged man. There's no way he could. You know, so I'm kind of like, so they can't beat him. So they're going to try to, for one, get the Attorney General to break the oath that he took. Okay, which that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen at all. For two, they're going to try to convince us via lies that everything that's in the Mueller report is strictly against the president. Well, we've read the Mueller report, ladies and gentlemen. We really have. At least I know I have. And here's the funny part. Everything that the Attorney General is saying exactly what the Mueller report said. Now, here's the thing about it. Mueller has not come out and contested anything the Attorney General has said. He's not contested one thing about it at all, in any way, shape, or form. So that should tell you something. Now, Mueller is supposed to be up there tomorrow. Now, I think this is going to be fun, because what if Mueller comes up and says there was no collusion? But wait a minute, there was collusion from the Democrats. Wouldn't that just be hilarious? I think it would just be freaking hilarious to me. I mean, it really would. I mean, it's so much of a shit show, in all honesty. The entire thing that you're watching up there, ladies and gentlemen, is a bunch of oxymorons running around like Chicken Little. Oh, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Which way did he go, Fred? Which way did he go? I'm lost, Fred. What should I do, Fred? I just don't know, Fred. You know, says I am. Hey, Sergeant Carter. You know, you're going to have a whole bunch of that going on the Democrat side. You know, and one thing I was wanting to hear today, and I didn't hear it, is how the Republicans have stood up against the Democrats during the hearing. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear how they stood up against him. Now, I did see that everybody now is going after Lindsey Graham. For the simple fact is because he used the F word. Yes, the F word. And I thought I saved it, but I didn't save it. I sure wished I did. But I heard it once and I thought it was freaking hilarious myself. But now here's the funny part. They're all going after Lindsey Graham for being such a bad person. And it makes you wonder just how he's such a bad person, because he's telling brutal honesty. He really is. What the hell? Oh, that's right. If you're a liberal or you're a Democrat leaning towards being a liberal, you cannot handle brutal honesty. And I think it is freaking hilarious. Because they can't go back and retell the same lie, because that original lie that they've told has grown so much. Now, one of the things too is that people have to realize is this. The people up there that's questioning the Attorney General are supposed to be knowledgeable people enough to what's going on, but they're not. They are a group of sloganers. They are a group of naysayers. They are a group of, well, we're all going to say the exact same thing, because here's the problem with it all. And I've been saying this ever since Donald Trump got elected into office. I've been saying this from my very first show when me and Donna Joe was sitting in the living room. And Donna Joe agrees with me. The Democrat Party is tight. It's like a ball joint socket, and you know, on your hip, that ball joint fits right in there, and the cups in there. It's real tight. They're tight. They repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again. I mean, they repeat it through the whole Democrat caucus. They do. Every single one of them says it. But yet the Republicans are way out here. The Republicans are all splintered. They're all by themselves somewhere. The Republicans aren't together at all. So I don't know. I can't for the life of me figure out why the Republicans are not together. So it makes me wonder. It really does. So I'm trying to look through this thing here and find out. I'm trying to find where this is a good one. This is a good one.
Court says that they could not be sure that they could clearly say that he did not violate the law. As you know, that's not the standard we use in the criminal justice system. Assume that someone is innocent, and the government has to prove that they clearly violated the law. We're not in the business of exoneration. We're not in the business of proving they didn't violate the law. But I found that whole passage very exonerated him in your press conference and in your 4-page summary. How did that start? I didn't hear the beginning of the question. You, in effect, exonerated or cleared the president? No, I didn't exonerate. I said that we did not believe that there was sufficient evidence to establish an obstruction offense, which is the job of the Justice Department. And the job of the Justice Department is now over. That determines whether or not there's a crime. The report is now in the hands of the American people. Everyone can decide for themselves. There's an election in 18 months. That's a very democratic process. But we're out of it. And we have to stop using the criminal justice process as a political weapon. My time has expired. I apologize.
And that's what they do. That is exactly what they do. They're trying to use the criminal justice system as a political weapon. And so that's what they're doing. That right there spoke volumes. What they're trying to do, they cannot take on our president a mano. They can't do it. There is no way in hell's back kitchen they can take on the president of the United States. There's like Ocasio-Cortez that says, oh, yeah, I'm going to vote for impeachment. Why? Because I think he broke the law. How? I'm not for sure yet, but I'm pretty sure he did. Okay, so we're going to try to use the justice system, the legal system, to manipulate it somehow, some way, to go after the president, because there's an election coming up in 18 months. And ladies and gentlemen, we can't beat him. So we're going to try to bring something up via the legal system somehow, some way, to try to smear him, beat him, or anything. And they just cannot do it. They just can't do it. And the funny part about it is, too, is these guys look like such clowns. They do. They are making themselves look like clowns. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I have to kind of laugh when I see this kind of rhetoric and attitude coming from the left, because for the simple fact is this. The truth is the truth, and the president did nothing wrong. Now, there's other men and other women that did things wrong, but it wasn't the president of the United States. That's all there is to it. So that's my whole consensus on this thing. It was so freaking stupid that it should have never even came together. Should have never came to fruition. They wanted Barr up there. Tomorrow they're going to have Mueller up there. The whole thing is just a damn joke. I mean, it really is. So you guys can take with it what you want. And it just makes me wonder what's what. So we have to go on from there. So we're going to go on from there. Now, what's this? Cleveland, Ohio. Or I'm sorry, Columbus, Ohio. Your governor, Mike DeWine, said Monday that his administration is drawing up a red flag legislation that should allow authorities to confiscate firearms for those deemed to be a threat to themselves or others. DeWine has taken up the banner for an issue unsuccessfully pushed by his predecessor, fellow Republican Governor John Kasich during the final months of his administration. I've challenged our team to come back with something in the area of red flag legislation that can pass, the governor told reporters. But he added, we need to have something that can actually pass, so that's certainly something that's part of the criteria. Currently, in Ohio, laws only permits the courts to confiscate firearms if a civil protection order is issued against them for domestic violence or fear of such violence. However, a handful of other states, including Indiana, have red flag laws in place that allow friends and family members to petition the court to remove firearms from people who pose a threat to themselves or others. Now, at first glance, it may be surprising that DeWine would back such a law, given his support for rolling back other gun control laws that he was endorsed last year's gubernatorial race by the National Rifle Association. But on the campaign trail last year, he said that he would support a red flag law as long as there's due process involved. That's similar to the NRA's position on the issue. Sounds like an oxymoron again. It really does. That sounds like another oxymoron. Why was somebody that's endorsed by the NRA and who says, I love for people to have firearms, all of a sudden want people to live by a red flag law? What changed? What brought this on? What happened? I do not understand it. I am bewildered. I am just really, makes me wonder. Makes me really wonder. It really does, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? You know, you guys, one thing I haven't done in quite a while, of course, I haven't been on in quite a while, you know, so, what you guys, I'm gonna open up the call lines. So anybody wants to call in, can. There you go. Call line is open. So you guys can call me. You know, it makes me wonder what the hell's going on. Now, Leslie says they are running like scared little rats, trying to take Trump down no matter what the hell, with the million that would take care of the veterans that they're pissing away. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. You know, so it really makes you wonder if they even know anything. And I don't think they do. I don't even think they know a damn thing. So it really makes you wonder. So now we're sitting here, we're trying to look at things. Oh yeah, we had a hell of a storm come through here last night. I know there was a storm that hit up in Missouri also. And my thoughts and prayers are to everybody that got affected by the storm. We had 2 inches come during the rainstorm, a flat out, full blown. I looked in my rain gauge and it was dead right there on 2 inches. I dumped it out, woke up this morning. It must have rained again last night because I had another 4/10 of an inch. So we had 2 inches and 4/10 here. But I've noticed that as the storm went through, it got worse as it went east. Now there's people north of us, I was told, that got 3 to 4 inches during that storm. And other people south of us got a lot more rain. So I guess we was in that happy medium area. But you know, that storm yesterday was a hell of a storm. It was a doozy. And, you know, my thoughts and prayers are out there for everybody that went through that. I've seen a post by Jeremy that it was close to his place and his father-in-law's place, I guess. They had their road washed out and stuff like that. You know, that's this time of year, ladies and gentlemen. We live in Tornado Alley. We live in Thunderstorm Alley. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just that. And we got to live with it. And, you know, you get to the certain part of your life towards kind of like, okay, another tornado. Okay, another thunderstorm. Yep, lightning hitting the ground. Okay, not a problem. And you just don't worry about it. It happens. The stuff is going to happen. You know, and in the same thing, that's what they're wanting to do in the government. They're wanting us to sit there and say, oh, okay, well, they're doing this. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and go along with it. No, I ain't going to go ahead and go along with it. You can kiss my rosy red derriere because it ain't right. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But you're not Foghorn Leghorn, and you're not going to come up to me and say, boy, let me tell you here something, boy. I'm going to teach you something, boy. That ain't going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm smarter than your average cookie. And just because you're the cookie monster, don't mean you're getting my cookies. It ain't happening. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I will fight you any which way I had. Holy shit. Look at that. Now that is cooking. That is cooking. Holy cow. Wow. Hey, Dabs, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. You know, I look at everything that's going on. I see everything that's going on. I hear things that's going on. And the oxymoron of it is we have idiots representing us on both sides. We got idiots on the right and we got idiots on the left. And my biggest thing is when is it going to change? How is it going to change? Well, how's it going to change? I can tell you how it's going to change. We have an election coming up in 18 months. So you need to get out and vote. You need to start doing some research. You need to start figuring out what's what, who's who, and just exactly what they're doing. You know, and here's another thing too. This goes back to the old ways of looking at things, ladies and gentlemen. You have to not only look at the political aspect and what they've done politically, you got to go look at what they've done personally. Personally, that will tell you a lot on how the individual is. When you look at somebody personally, their beliefs, how they treat people, the way they live their lives, you know, if they think they're privileged and all that kind of crap, then that's how they're going to act when they're your representative. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. It don't take freaking rocket science to figure it out. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of all ages, the old way of electing people was you looked at them personally, not professionally, but personally. And that's what we have to do. In 18 months, we got another election. So in 18 months, you're going to need to vote out some of these midgets that are sitting up in these seats right now. These midgets are sitting up there trying to dictate all this stuff. You need to get them out. You need to vote them out. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you need to find somebody within your caucus or your area that will represent the interest of the people, not their own interest. And yes, you need to do a major cleaning of the swamp. And how does that major cleaning of the swamp come about? The people need to talk. And how do the people talk? The people actually have to talk via voting. That is pretty much the only political resource that we have. It's by voting. Now, does your vote count? Yes, your vote counts. Don't think it does. Is there going to be cheating? You damn right there's going to be voter fraud going on. They're going to be cheating left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west. You name it, every direction they can handle, they're going to be cheating. And that's why Nancy Pelosi is trying to get H.R. 1 passed so fast. She's wanting this thing passed before 2020. Because that way it will bring on the redistricting. You heard me right, redistricting. So if your district has one representative right now, HR 1 passes, guess what? It'll be cut in half, and you will have 2 representatives. You will have 2 people from your area that only has 1. You're going to have 2 people put it in the electoral vote, electoral college vote. I mean, not the electoral. Yeah, the vote for the president. And Pelosi's trying to do this. She's trying to screw us all. She's trying to change a system that's always been in effect and that has always elected presidents to meet what they want. So we have to do what we can. Now, the Republicans, here's the one thing the Republicans have to do. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Republicans signed a bill. They agreed to this bill. It was passed by the Democrats that the Republicans could not say anything at all about voter fraud. That needs to be repealed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The Republicans need to go in. They need to repeal that law. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They need to go in and repeal it. They need to get it struck down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, this next election, okay, another midterm election coming up. Can the Republicans win back the House? Yeah, can. You got a bunch of midgets in there. You got a bunch of nimjits. And with that being said, yes, you can. You can vote out Ocasio-Cortez. You can vote out Aluma, or whatever the hell her name is. And you can vote out the other one that called the president MF. And you can vote out all these other dirtbags that said men need to shut up and shut the F down. Yes, you can vote them out. And you need to. You need to get those people out of office. And you need to put people in office that really want to represent you. Now, the good part about this is Crazy Horse has got hold of me, and we're going to be working on some stuff. And we're going to be holding people accountable via this legislation and paperwork that we're going to be coming together with. Now, the nice thing about it is it's going to involve everybody. Everybody. Leslie says what President Trump has to do is sign an executive order that requires a federal officer and an ICE officer to be stationed at all voting districts in the country. That would be nice. But guess what? All executive orders have to be voted on by the House and the Senate before they actually become law. An executive order is just that. It's an order. But in order for it to become law, they have to pass it. They have to vote on it and pass it. And I guarantee you what, Leslie, them dirtbags are not going to pass that law saying, oh, yeah, put ICE up there. Yeah. No, they're not going to allow that to happen. I mean, my God, look at it. Who is out there saying right now that they want convicted felons to have voting rights while they're in prison? Bernie Sanders wanted Charles Manson to be able to vote. He probably wanted Charles Dahmer, you know, the body eater. He wanted Dahmer to vote. He probably wants all these serial killers to vote. You know, how's that going to change things? They're trying to push for that right now. But yes, Leslie, it's a great idea. I think ICE needs to be at every polling station. It really does. Because you have to show your ID to vote. You're supposed to anyway. Well, ICE not only checks certain people's IDs, but they check everybody's ID. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm a firm believer in that. Hell yes. Come check my ID. I don't have a problem with that. You will see there'll be no voter fraud on my end of it because I want you to check my ID. Now, if they walk in and they say, oh shit, they're there, and they don't want to give their ID, what does that mean? Makes you wonder, don't it? We are a country of laws. And one of the countries, one of our laws is you must present an ID to vote. Okay. Well, let's make sure it's a valid ID. How's that sound? So, yes, I'm all in favor. What do you guys think? You think ICE should be present at every polling station in America? Do you guys think we need that? What do you guys let me know in the chat? And don't forget, phone line is open. So call in if you got something to say. The man never lost. Yeah, you do here in Oklahoma too, Brenda. You really do. And that's a good thing. Now, trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be glad to show my damn ID just to vote. If there's a problem with that, it sure makes me wonder. It sure makes me wonder. How many people love Bob Seger? I love Bob Seger. I've listened to him all my life. You know, the man can still rock. To me, that's rock and roll. You know, the one of the things that we have to look at this. Debbie Harms, you have to get on YouTube. Somehow, somebody's going to have to help Debbie get on YouTube because she posted right there underneath my deal. I can't get on YouTube. So somebody's going to have to get, I can shag. I can shag with the best of them, Faye. So, yeah, somebody's going to have to help Debbie figure out, you know, and that brings up another point. That brings up something else I wanted to talk about. But I'll get to it in a second before I lose my track of thought. But, you know, here it is. Voting, ICE. Exactly. We show our IDs to vote. Yes. They got voter ID in Mexico. That's right, Mr. Finnerty. They do. And they got it also in Israel and a lot of other countries. So why can't we have it here? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. My God, I went down for physical therapy today and found out it's not till next Wednesday, but they told me it's day. And I had to fill out paperwork and I had to show them my ID so they know who I am. Even though I said, yeah, I'm Chris Logan. I'm here to do physical therapy. How many other jackwagons do you think are going to go in for physical therapy and say, yes, my name is Chris Logan. I'm here for physical therapy. Really? Yeah, I'm one person. I'm not like Geraldo Rivera and like 50 people have my same name. You know, it's not that way. It's hard to say Chris Logan. I'm the only guy. So yes, but I showed my ID anyway. But it's okay. But if I got to do that for physical therapy, I'm damn sure willing to do it to vote for a right. Voting's not a right either. And that's something else the Democrats are trying to convince everybody. They're saying voting is a right. No, it's not. Voting is a privilege. It's not a right. It was never written into the Constitution that everybody that lives in this country has the right to vote. No, it's a privilege to vote. But see, the Democrats are trying to twist this all around. And they're trying to make it to where it is a right to vote. You have the right to vote if you're an American citizen, yes. But if it's a privilege, because those privileges can be taken away from you also by violating the laws, becoming a felon. Because I know some felons. And it took a lot of years even after they got out of prison and they served all of their time and they done all their probation if they was given any probation. And then it still took years after that before they could vote. But then we got Bernie Sanders saying, well, everybody needs to vote even if they're in prison. Really? Well, Bernie, I hate to tell you this, but when was the last time you went to a prison and stood in front of all them prisoners and told them that you like a socialist and communist society because that's what they're living in. I would love to see Bernie Sanders go to a maximum security prison, set out there in the middle of them, and say, I'm full of favor of a communist system. I'm full favor of a socialist system. Because, men, that's what you're living in right now. You are living in a communist socialist system right now where everything is dictated to you. And that's what I'm running for. I'm running so the rest of America can live just like you men in here. Think you'll make it out of there? I bet nobody's thought of that. Nobody's thought of the fact that that's what prison is. It's a communist socialist system. Yeah. Don't even get me on the Pope. Hey, Tex, how's it going? Don't even get me on the Pope. He's a worthless piece of crap. I will say this about the Pope. I will. I was Christian and Catholic as a child. My dad was full-blown Catholic his entire life. My grandma was Catholic. We got a lot of family on my dad's side, Irishmen, that are Catholic. And I guarantee you this, I know a ton of Catholics right now that are very political. And not a one of them agrees with the Pope at all in any way, shape, or form. You got to remember two things. For one, the Pope is a Jesuit. And what is the Jesuits' 90%? What's their biggest thing that they like to do? 90% of the stuff they like to do. Have wars. They do. They like to have wars. For two, this is my personal belief. You know, you watch all these horror movies. And it says, you know, they're talking about demons. And like The Exorcist and all that stuff. And then you're talking about, well, demon, get out of her. Who are you? We are Legion. Okay. Well, to me, I'm going to say this right here and right now because this is how I believe. This is what I believe, and I'm not going to change my mind on it. The Pope is the leader of the Legion of Satan. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You have a man that came out and said, I am going to rewrite the Bible because the Bible is wrong. The Bible, everybody's interpreting the Bible wrong. So I'm going to rewrite the Bible so everybody understands what I say that it is. What does that sound like to y'all? But yet I'm going to stay back here behind my 40-foot walls so nobody can get to me. I'm going to keep all my billions of dollars that I have down here in the basement and all the gold and the silver and all these heirlooms that we've stolen from all these other countries where nobody can get to them. We're going to keep all of our gold and everything, platinum and everything we got on the walls to where nobody can see it. But yet, everybody better do as I say. Because I'll wash somebody's feet. Yeah, while you're stabbing them in the back. You are a Jesuit. Jesuits like battle. Jesuits like to fight. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's a known fact, has been known throughout history. And as Catholic, trust me, Catholicism is hurting because of this Pope. Big time. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about the individual, the Pope. The Pope, ladies and gentlemen, is an individual that via Catholicism has been voted on to be the highest representative. The Pope is supposed to be the advent of the good Lord up above that speaks for the Lord. To me, the best Pope I ever seen was Pope John Paul II. That man, to me, was a Pope. It really was. But this Pope we got now, ladies and gentlemen, he is the leader of the Legion, in my opinion. He is the seed of Satan. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, y'all tell me, Hey, Jay, how's it going? What'd you miss? I'm just talking about the Pope. You know, he's just a piece of crap. But anyway, so, okay. Now, one thing I want to get back to is this feces book. Feces book. Feces books has screwed me over royally. I talked to Johnny O'Rourke today, and Johnny O'Rourke said he can't do any live shows of any way, shape, or form. He's been trying to do something with Marcia Ness, and they're starting to mess with her too. But here's the biggest thing. Now I can post, I can like, I can share, I can comment, but I cannot go live. Anytime I try to go live, it comes up and says my internet is bad. And I'm going to show you guys this. Because I'm actually going to go on this page right here. You guys know that page, right? So I'm going to go here, right? Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit this button right here. Watch this. Says cannot start a live video. Please check your internet connection or try again. Guess what? It does that when I'm not even doing nothing. Just did it again. It does it every single time. So I am unable to do anything live on the horsemanship page or on this page or even my personal page. Period. Now here's the kicker. Out of all the friends on my Facebook page, I forget how many there is. There's a lot. There's a hell of a lot. Like, I got 278 requests that I haven't even looked at. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got 378 friends, and I got 1,278 requests. Okay. Damn, that's a lot of requests. But here's the thing. I got looking through my friends list. There's people on there that I've communicated with via Messenger. There's people on there that I've had on the show that says I'm blocked. When I try to get hold of them, say, you cannot contact this person due to something, something, something. So I got hold of this one individual and I said, hey, Facebook is saying this whenever I tried to contact you. He said, well, hold up, let me try it. Boom. Facebook has blocked me via their deal. Facebook actually went on their page and blocked me. Facebook even unfriended a lot of people from my friend list. A lot of people, a lot of really close friends of mine, like Sean Reed up in Kansas. It unfriended him, so I had to send him a new one. It unfriended Miss Donna from my list. Even though she's an admin on my pages, it showed she was still an admin on my pages. It took her off my friends list and took her off of my friends list. And so she was looking, we're not friends. So she had to resend me a friend request. Then she went on the page to try to comment. Facebook will not let her comment on the Mr. Brutally Honest page as an admin. So what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on with Facebook? Can somebody tell me? Now we have 18 months. 18 months. And you figure with all the crap that Facebook is going through right now, they'd be getting their shit together and saying, oh my God, we can't do this. We got to fix this stuff. We got to, we can't be stealing people's identities. We can't be blocking people. We can't be getting rid of this person, this person, this person. I've had 4 people that I've had on my show that sends me something at least 3 times a week. I was looking for them. They're no longer on my friends list. I had to resend them a brand new deal. And they said, Hey, I got a new friend request from you. I said, yeah, because Facebook took you off my friends list. Am I on yours? So they pulled up their friends list. I'm not on their friends list at all. Makes you wonder, don't it? Ladies and gentlemen, we are being screwed left to right, up, down, north, south, east, and west by Facebook. We are being screwed because of our beliefs. We're being screwed because of what we want to say. You know, we keep hearing this. See, Leslie. So, Leslie, I might have to resend you a new friend request. I don't know, but you're on here. But I'm gonna have to check it when I get off of here. So one of the things is this: Facebook has gone out of its way to really cut my throat in 100% way. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I'm putting a lot of videos on the horsemanship page of what I'm doing every single day. Because on my Mr. Brutally Honest page, I actually talked about something when I was at the sale barn yesterday about my political thoughts. And I went to post it. I went to post the video that I put on my phone onto the page. It loaded onto the page in less than 2 minutes. Facebook blocked it. Facebook told me I was not allowed to post this video. Amazing, isn't it? It's freaking amazing how much they've screwed me over. Now, I'm not like Jeremy or Jermaine and have all these multiple outlets that I can do things on. Facebook has been my number one place to go. That's it. And I can't do it now. All the software that I have was geared to do stuff via BeLive and Facebook Live. I can't use any of it now. It's worthless. Amazing, isn't it? They're starting to do this more and more, ladies and gentlemen. Is it right? It's far from right. But what are we going to do about it? That's a very good question. That's right, Faye. They're doing everything they can to stop any interaction about the president, the upcoming election, or any influencers. Pure, simple, to the point. Leslie says the only page I can post on is Chris Logan. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So, Leslie, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get onto the page itself, the Mr. Brutally Honest page, and I'm going to go look to see if Facebook has blocked people or whatever. Because I'm noticing every single day, there's people that I can't get in touch with. There's people I cannot get in touch with. And I know there's people that's trying to get in touch with me because I received like 20 phone calls since last Friday from people that been following me since day one. They've been following Donna and I since day one. And they can't get a hold of me. Now, Donna said the good part is that a lot of you ladies have been contacting her and visiting with her while she's up there in Michigan. And thank you for that. Thank you. But via me, they're screwing everybody over. And it is some crap. But yet they're trying to promote their propaganda and their agenda. Oh, we got to have transparency. We got to have freedom of speech. But yet we don't want y'all to have freedom of speech. That's some shit, ain't it? It really is. Scott Grimes, he was able to comment. Okay, good. Good. You know, and this is where I think, in all honesty, somebody is going to have to take Facebook on. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They really are. Somebody's going to have to take Facebook on. Here's the difficulty with it. You got to find an attorney that's willing to take on Facebook. And it's thousands of attorneys. That's what's going to happen. So, is it a losing battle? I don't know. Because you go to sue them for infringing of your rights. Well, what rights do you have? Because they are, yeah, they're a publicly traded entity that is a social media that you have a profile on, but yet at the same time they can change their community standards around to where even if you blow your nose, they can block you. So it makes you wonder. They are a publicly traded company. They're not private. They are public. Don't let them bullshit you. Don't let nobody tell you Facebook is a private entity. They are not a private entity. Any business that has investors, any business that is traded on the NASDAQ and the Dow is not a private company. Have not been a private company for a lot of years. Now, the Democrats want you to believe that it is. But ladies and gentlemen, Facebook is a public company. So they can be gone after. But trying to find an attorney to take them on would cost more than I could ever make in a lifetime. I guarantee you that. And I don't know an attorney, one, that would be willing to take on Facebook. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't. Because he would have to get stuff from millions of us. And then it'd be one of the largest class action lawsuits. And everybody, and I mean everybody, would have to be willing to come testify. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And this whole thing is they want us off. Facebook wants to be nothing but a liberal agenda. Okay. Well, we keep hearing about MAGA Book. We keep hearing about Spreaker. We keep hearing about all these other sites coming up. But they're not set up for live streams yet. Not that I know of, anyway. I went on Spreaker today. Spreaker's not set up to do live shows yet. Went on MAGA Book the other day. MAGA Book's not set up to do live shows. It's amazing how these entities have prevented these people from being able to do this live format. And that's what it is. They have prevented it. And that's one of the problems that I have with what they're doing. Now, the range, from what I'm understanding, you can go on the range, but they have their own select group of people on the range doing their thing. And they don't have any other ones. So it's not open to everybody. I mean, there's only a very select few is on the range. So, and that's fine. That's fine. That's how they want to do it. That's their business. Hey, I'm all in favor of it. Go for it. But here's the thing. Guys like me, little peons like me, that nobody knows about, that I'm no big money earner at all. Matter of fact, I haven't even made a dime on this stuff in the 4 years I've been doing it. Going on 4 years. I've made pretty much zero. I made zero money except for what donations have come in. Never made a dime off of sponsorship. Never made a dime off of corporate anything. But now I can't use Facebook. How can a little peon like me create so much problems? That's what I want to know. How can a guy like myself, from being brutally honest, create so much bullshit? Now, Crazy Horse says, as a shareholder in Facebook, you relinquish your rights to sue. Well, Facebook does not want to hear the truth at all, in any way, shape, or form. They don't. Facebook is the home of the crybabies, of the tree huggers, of the diaper wearers, of the people that acting like they're animals, of the people that want to marry the earth. That is their home. That is what Facebook is for. Facebook has changed since the day it started till now. All right, Zuckerberg has made his billions and billions of dollars. He just don't care. He just wants it to be a left propaganda machine. That's it. So, somewhere, somehow, some way, somebody actually needs to be able to build something to where it can be 24 hours for everybody, not just a select few, but for everybody. But how do you do that? Because there's thousands of us trying to do this right here, but we have no place to go. None. And we don't all agree on certain things. We have different beliefs and different thought processes, but we have no place to go. See, I'm completely off Facebook. I mean, it won't let me do diddly shit. But I can't go on the range because they have their select people they want on the range. Mojo 50 has their select people they have on there. So it's like Will Johnson's site. He has select people that he's got on there. So it leaves guys like me who nobody knows about, just kind of like out here. So that's how it is. And it makes me wonder if it's ever going to change. I doubt it. I really do. I doubt it. It would be nice, but because I can't afford to build nothing, I can't. I wouldn't even have the first iota how to build something. I ain't going to lie about it. Now, if you want to build something with cattle and horses, hell yeah. But to build a internet site that doesn't involve Google and doesn't involve Facebook, and you can do the live features on it, I wouldn't have the slightest idea. I really wouldn't. I mean, it's just, I can't even begin to think what it would cost and go through. But so anyway, that's my little spill on what's going on. People have been kicked off my page. People have been unfriended, not by me, but by Facebook. So guys, don't forget the call line is open, so you guys can call me. I don't have a problem with that. I'd like to hear from some of you guys because you know what? It's been a while since I've done this. And it says I only got 13 people watching this thing. You know, we're trying to build this page up on YouTube. Since it's going to be before I can really do anything, you know, take things to the next level via YouTube. And as of right now, I think it says I only got like 100. I don't know. Let me go here and look this thing up. Oh, I don't want to try the dark thing. My channel. No, I got 90 subscribers. And I got to have 1,000 subscribers before I can even think about anything being monetized. I got to have, I can't remember, I think it's over 100 or 200 before I can think about even running ads of any kind. So, you know, they kind of handicap us that way too. And we're left wondering just what the hell. Now, I'm just going to keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try to do my shows and go from there. Now, like I was saying the other day, I have so much work coming on that I might have to bump this down to twice a week or once a week. That's something that I'm looking at very seriously because I got 2 sale barns that I'm working. Plus, I got to get caught up on stuff out here. 3.5 months down and not being able to work put me so far behind, and financially it has bankrupted me. But I have to work as much as I can. And what I might do if I have to is I'll do 1 show a week. And that might be a wrap up of everything through the whole week. Now, that show might be 2 or 3 hours long. I wouldn't have a problem with that. We could stay on here forever, however damn long we wanted. I wouldn't care. But that's something I need to look at and think about. Now, one thing we're doing too is I'm trying to build up the horsemanship page by putting these videos on there of what I do every single day with the horses and out here. So I got two things that I'm working on, plus all the work, plus trying to get everything done. And it's tough. It really is. When you lose all your money just because you can't work, it really sucks. So I got to do what I got to do. I will make a decision by Monday. I will let everybody know if we're going to do one a week or if I'm going to stay doing two a week. I can tell you this right now, two a week will depend on if I have anything going on Monday or Wednesday. So, but yeah, and if I have to, I will do a show on Saturday. If that's what it boils down to, I will do a show Saturday, and it'll be for everything for the week. So, yeah, like Mr. Finnerty said, need more people to hit the subscribe button next to the bell. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, because that's where you get your notifications from that I'm going live at a certain time. So, and we're going to go from there. I'm trying to look at some of these things, but it's going by so damn fast I can't really read something into it. But you know, one of the things, ladies and gentlemen, is this. I love doing this. I really do. And I want to keep doing it. But if I don't have a platform, I don't have a platform. So I'll just keep using YouTube. And I'm pretty limited on what I can do via my internet. So I have to look at things. Now, there's something I've been talking about with Crazy Horse. If things come together and for some way, by the grace of God, I'm able to do something with him, then I might be moving, you know. And me and Donna, our house is going to move to a different town. Well, we still got land and we still got the critters, but I got better internet. And then I'll be able to do stuff with OBS or XSplit or whatever it is, whichever one of them. And we can do that kind of cool stuff on here, but we have to wait and see. We gotta wait and see if I'm smart enough to figure out to do things a certain way and be able to make things go good. So, but anyway, one of the things I want to talk about right now is this. Me and Crazy Horse have been talking, and we're going to come together on some paperwork and a way to bring people of this republic together via a deal. And I'm going to bring Crazy Horse on and on the show, and we're going to talk about it more. And when he comes down here, or this, we're going to cover this big time on this show. And this is something that you, each and every one of you, can be involved in. Yes, we're going to put names on there. Yes, we're going to go through and we're going to nitpick those names. For the simple reason is we don't want yardbirds in there. We don't want shitballs in there that could destroy what we're trying to do, because we want to hold people accountable for what they're doing. So we need people that's got their head on their shoulders, that know what's going on, involved in this. I want this to grow to where everybody in every state in the United States jumps on board and says, I want to be part of this movement, because this movement will help get America back to what it's supposed to be. The United States is the republic, ladies and gentlemen. The United States of America is the corporation. So we need to get the United States, the republic, back on track. So when Crazy Horse comes down with his people, this room's probably going to be freaking full of people. But that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. And we're going to sit here and we're going to talk. And we're going to let you guys know what's going on. We're not going to keep anything from you. We're going to involve each and every one of you. And this will give you, the viewer, the people of the republic, a voice. I bet you'd be glad to have a voice, wouldn't you? One that we can actually go up to the swamp and say, I'm fixing to kick you square dead in the ass. And guess what? Leslie's behind us. Brenda's behind us. Jimmy's behind us. Scott's behind us. Mr. Finnerty's behind us. Everybody's behind us. Gary's behind us. You know, all three Garys are behind us. You know, so this is something that we really need to work on and get going. Now, this ain't going to be no really quick deal. It's going to take a while to figure out. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be some good stuff. Good stuff that's going to take some dedication, not only by us, but by you as well. Because we're going to need help in your state, in your town, in your communities to get the words out on this, what we're doing. So we're hoping each and every one of you will be willing to join in and help us. So you guys look forward to that. The closer we get to discussing this, you guys are going to know, because I'm going to inform you. Hey, it's time. So, but, you know, I think it's time. I think it's past time. But all good things come to those that wait. And I think you're going to be surprised at some of the stuff that's going to happen. I really do. So, anyway. Oh, Leslie's on. Leslie's ready to go. What? Tech said something about set up some accounts and other names to put Chris as an admin. Crazy Horse says it takes a village to kick a village idiot out. Or one son bitch just don't care. The Crazy Horse Chronicles. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That'll work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got so much going on. I got sale tomorrow at the sale barn, so I got to get off here and get myself something to eat because I'm hungry. One of the things too is this: we got to look at how we're going to do a lot of things, because in 18 months, it's not that far away, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to vote. 18 months is a long time for the left to do the stuff that they're going to do. 18 months. The Republicans need to get off their derrieres. They need to quit being splintered out here, and they need to come together and get behind our president. They need to figure out what they're going to be doing, because guess what? Their seat is going to be up too. Now, I've had people say, well, if they don't support the president, they need to be kicked out. Which side? The left or the right? Well, the right, of course, because they say they're conservatives. You're not going to agree with everything the president does. That's all there is to it. I haven't. I like what he's doing, but I haven't agreed with everything he's doing. So I can't expect that the leaders up there are going to do anything. Ladies and gentlemen, we got representatives in Washington, D.C. that don't even know the damn Constitution. We got leaders in Washington, D.C. that's been there for 40 freaking years, do not know the Constitution or the Bill of Rights. So what is that going to tell you? I think it's time we start electing people that do know the Constitution and do know the Bill of Rights. Because to me, that is the backbone of our republic. That is the backbone that's going to build us up. You guys tell me, do you guys think that that's what we need to do? Do we need to elect people that know the Constitution and what it says? I think it should be a test. If you're going to run for office, then you should know the Constitution and what it says. And you should know the Bill of Rights and what it says. And what it means. And how it talks about the Republic. Not the United States of America, but the United States. So you guys tell me, should our representatives be hired to go sit in those chairs up there only if they know the Constitution and the Bill of Rights? And I'll guarantee you this, we do not need representatives sitting in that chair up there that's lawyers or judges. We don't need it. We don't need attorneys sitting up there, because, ladies and gentlemen, they are under the bar system. That is how they're running our government right now. They're running our government under the bar system, the British accrediting registry. That's how they're doing it. They're not running the government under laws established under the United States. They are running laws established under the bar system. And the bar system equals maritime law. And that's what we're in. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it needs to change. So how do we change it? Well, we the people are going to start working on that to change it. But we the people need to vote. 18 months is not that far away. It might seem like it. Oh, yeah, it's a year and 6 months. And a lot can happen. Really? Do you think in a year and 6 months the Democrats are going to change their tune and not want to impeach the president? Do you think a year and 6 months they're still not going to be talking about the Mueller report? What about the FISA report? What about all these other reports that prove that Democrats are doing all this crazy crap? A year and 6 months. Do you think things will change? Do you think things will still be the same, only worse? I think things will be the worst. Facebook is circulating around on you. Really? I didn't even know I was on Facebook. Huh. I'll be down. Wow, somebody's got me playing on Facebook. Cool. I'm glad they are. Because I didn't know I was. All right, go. Get down. Where's that bottle at? You are such a pain in the butt. Anyway. Yeah, well, you know, they say indictments are coming. Well, where the hell are they? Bring those indictments on. They need to be here already. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They need to quit saying that crap and get it out. That's just me, though. They need to bring this stuff forward. Quit saying, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Do it. Do it already. You know, it's just like the 3%ers. The 3%ers was the military. 3%ers was based on people that fought and defended this country and joined the military. And that got all changed around to the 3%ers are the ones that's going to, you know, fight for your firearm rights. But at the same time, they're not. They're not going up to places where people are losing their firearm rights at all. So don't sit here and say that you are, because you're not. I'm the 1%er. And that doesn't mean a rich son of a bitch. I'm a 1%er that's down here scrimping my ass off trying to make a buck every single day. I'm the 1% that every day wonders how in the hell are we going to fix things. People will stop believing that anyone will be going to jail from the Democrats. So, yes, they have. They have, crazy horse. I agree 100%. And they need to realize that anybody can go to jail. Anybody can go to prison. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, Lindsey Graham, isn't it amazing how Lindsey Graham found his stuff, found who he was after John McCain died? Isn't that amazing how Lindsey Graham now is the spokesperson for the Republican Party? Mitch McConnell's not even telling him to be quiet. Isn't that amazing? But you know what? I trust Mitch McConnell as much as I trust that cat to go out and work my cattle. I know it'll never happen. Mitch McConnell is the one who's saying, oh, yeah, we spend over 70% of Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare for our general fund. That's what pays our bills in the government, is your Social Security. You're 70% of your Social Security. What Reagan said, you need to leave it alone because that's people's retirement that was set up by the government. But Mitch McConnell says, oh, no, we need that to pay our bills. He's not telling Lindsey Graham to shut up. Now, the nice thing about it is Lindsey Graham, he's becoming fierce, and I like it. I like it. But I like Paul Ryan, too. And not Paul Ryan. I am so sorry. I can't stand that sumbitch. Ron Paul and Rand Paul. I really like Ron Paul. People think Ron Paul was goony. The man was intelligent. The man is intelligent. So is Rand. Rand Paul's intelligent also. You have to really listen. Do I trust him 100%? No. Hell no. Because I think he thinks he's entitled. But the man knows his Constitution. He was taught right by his dad, who, by the way, was a dentist before he became a representative. Figure that one out. So, it really amazes me what's going on. Somebody sent me a picture. Oh, it's another one of those things. Don't open this. It's a virus. But ladies and gentlemen, that's right, Crazy Horse. It was 3% of the population of the people were willing to fight for freedom. I was one of those people that was willing to fight for freedom. I am. But it got changed from that to 3%ers say, oh, we're going to come protect you for your gun rights. And you ain't done it yet. I still think you need to stick with the original forefront that we are the 3% that fought for your freedom. That's just me, though. That's just me. Because I know for a fact nobody is fighting for people's rights where red flag laws have been implemented and people are getting killed for refusing to turn over the firearms. And they're law-abiding citizens. So, if you become an organization that actually does that, I'm going to support you. If you are an organization and you actually go out to some place where the cops are surrounding the house and shooting people because they refuse to give up their firearms because they're law-abiding citizens, and you pull up there and say, hey, you guys need to stop the crap. Yeah, I'll support you then. But don't sit here and just jack your jaws and say you're doing something and you ain't doing nothing. I don't agree with that at all. I don't. But that's just me. Mr. Brutally Honest Patriotic Rancher right here in Mutual, Oklahoma. Out in the middle of nowhere. God's country. Ranch land all around. A lot of it's for sale. A lot of land down here is for sale. But that's okay. Anybody had any money, they wanted to own some equity, there's a lot of land down here for sale. Come buy some equity. And you put cattle on there and I will go take care of those cattle for you. I will be your cattle doctor. I will make sure they're alive. I will make sure they can get to market, and I will make sure they try to make you some money. Because that's what I know. But yeah, no, and I heard something today when I was on JJ's show too. The question was asked, do we think the Democrats are being so stupid right now and letting everybody know that everything's so stupid that they're trying to make way for Michael Obama to run for president? Well, Michael Obama cannot run for president at all. Michael Obama, if Michael Obama ran for president, here's what he's going to run under. It's not because he's black. It's not because he's married to Barack. It's because he's trans, whatever. It's because he's gay. That's why he's going to run. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got that to think about also. And he could not beat Trump anyway. He really couldn't. There is nothing he has done in his public life that says he can even beat the president. He's never held political office. Yes, he was an attorney that lost his law license. Okay. But how's that going to make him beat Trump? He's not a businessman at all. He has no political savvy about him. He has no business savvy about him. What he does have about him is how much he hates this country, how much he thinks that only black people should have a say on anything. Well, here's the good part about that, Michael Obama. Oh, I'm gonna take a gander and say over 60% of the black community believe the president now. Now that's just a guess. Don't quote me on that. That percentage I threw out there was just I grabbed it out of the sky. I'm no mathematical wizard. But I tell you what, there is more people coming around that were Democrats that are now Republicans. Not only have they walked away from the plantation, they've ran away. Not only have they elevated themselves up from the level of stupidity to the level of continued learning, they've also taken them levels from the level of being I'm a butthead because I want to just stay right here to a level of teach me more because I want to better myself because I don't want the government to dictate my life. So Michael Obama does not have a chance. I will not call that individual by a female's name because it's not a woman. It is a guy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has a swinging thing. You know, like the John, just a swinging. Yeah. That's Michael Obama's theme song. It's a swinging. So, you know, I when it comes to my thoughts on that, that's what's going to happen. But I listen to all these ass clowns talk, and they're so stupid. It's like the quagmire has become the nut factory. Now, maybe that's just my thoughts, but you guys have to tell me. Because it's just ridiculous. Jay says, watch Sean Hannity at 9. You will see some of the great news coming. Jim Jordan and Ben Meadows will see to it that the indictments happily along with Lindsey Graham. Turd Ferguson. Is that your real name? Turd Ferguson III. Michael Obama hates single fathers like me. I agree. Our system of government hates single fathers. I can tell you that for a fact. State of Montana, single father has no rights. None. The grandparents have more rights than the father does. Makes you wonder. Mike does the tube stick boogie. Yeah, he does. Wow. There's that little girl in their neighborhood. She does a tube steak boogie. But, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. I love doing what I'm doing. I want to keep doing it. I might have to change some things around in the days and that kind of stuff, but we're going to see what we can get accomplished. But we do have some big shows coming up. I am still working on the stuff they moved out to Manhattan, Kansas. We're still working with Crazy Horse for when he comes out. We're going to be put on a hell of a show, if not several parts to the show. There's some things that I'm working on that could be pretty intimidating. Let's put it that way. Pretty scary, pretty frightening, pretty eye-opening. And I have a whole lot of bills that I'm looking at that's in the House and the Senate right now that is being pushed through to screw us over. And the Republicans are behind them 100%. So thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys stay tuned because stuff is fixing to get real quick, real fast. And, you know, it is what it is. We got to put up with what we got to put up with. but I'm here to educate you. I am here to help you guys figure out what's going on. And I am here to constantly bring you the brutal truth. So, guys, as the song says, come ride with me. Let's take this ride. Let's do it. Let's do it right. Okay. So, from Mr. Brutally Honest, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your day to come here and be with me. I want to thank you for being here and enjoying this good time. And as Donna Joe says, grow where you're planted. Don't let the winds of change blow you over. I mean, shit's coming and the winds are going to get strong, but don't let it get you. And all I got to say is this, ladies and gentlemen. If you sit on a wooden fence too long, you're going to get splinters in your butt. So get your ass up, get off of the fence, and pull them splinters out. Put your feet down, go forward, never look back. And we're going to take our republic back, no matter what. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. So I'm going to leave you tonight listening to some good music that I do not have the rights for, but I love this song, and it's free that you can listen to it. So I'm going to play it. So I want you guys to enjoy this as we shut this down, and you guys enjoy your evening.
Sleep in a bed roll of canvas. Then ocean's feet on your head. Wind blows the dust just like
Buckshot.
and I ain't never seen it rain out here. Smell your own sweat in the evening. I wash up at the gal of last time. Nearest town, 40 miles. The cook here, he don't smile at all these young horses are right. Put on a
Yippee-yi-yo, on the back of my
caballo. I hope it's down when I can.
Oh,
My spurs, they don't ring much. I never did sing much, but I'm
showing up, Buckaroo man.
Four fingers stiff in the morning, and by noon it's 103. 5-year-old slicks in the canyon, and no good hint of a breeze. Jug-headed
Hollow back mornings.
right on with hours of grief. Now there's snakes in the shade. There is joy on the grave. And they have the tongue grip between my feet.
Yippee-yi-yo, on the back of my caballo. They don't rain much. I never did sing, and I'm showing up, Buckaroo man.
I said, come and yippee-yi-yo, on the back of my caballo. I hope it's down when I can. I suppose they don't ring much. I never did sing much, but I'm sure enough.
All right, get out. Buckaroo man. Thanks, guys. I love you. I will see y'all later.